Hello, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a Creator Diaries vlog and I'm so excited to share more with you guys. I'm gonna be sharing a little bit on how I plan my content, so that'll be super fun to kind of share a little bit behind the scenes on that, and a little sneak peek and a little breakdown on the home office makeover that I did, a really big one. As you see, if you have been watching my other videos, you probably noticed I actually switched rooms with the baby, and now the space is a lot different than it was before. So I'll be explaining a little bit on that also. So excited to bring you along for today's vlog, and let's get in. And if you haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as a content creator. And if you like all things desk, tech, lifestyle, all that or any of that, make sure to subscribe because I do a lot of those. And without further ado, let's get into this vlog. Okay, so we're gonna talk about my content workflow. I'm so excited for this. If you want a full breakdown of my full content workflow from start to finish, all of the good stuff, make sure to let me know in the comments down below because I'll definitely do that for you guys. So let's get in. We'll share with you the app that I use. I've been using it for over a year now. Just a little bit behind the scenes, and then you can watch me do a little bit of filming also. So I'm excited to share a little bit of that. But if you do want a very detailed version of it, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely do that in the next month or so. The first off, I want to share the app that I use. It's called Rella. I've been using this for over a year now. If you have been watching my Plan With Me videos, I mention it here and there all the time. What I love about Rella is that they really listen to creators, social media managers, all the stuff. They improve it every single time. Since I used it last year, it has definitely changed dramatically and has been even better than ever. I'm excited to share a mini kind of content workflow with you guys. So things happen with two different ways. One is an idea that I want to create, something that is not a collab, something that I just want to do myself. And then second is when I do a collab, whether it's a gifted collab or a paid collab, then I kind of insert that in also. What I love about this is that I can view everything in calendar form, which I normally do first. And then I also have this board section, which you can track your ideas, what you have next, the things you have in queue, filming, editing, working on, and getting it ready. And then when you're done, you put in the completed section. That's always the most satisfying part. But what I love about this is that I can see exactly what needs to be done. What am I working on? I can go back through it and kind of add it in my planner when I need to, especially when I need to film certain things. I usually have this in here, kind of pick a day that I will film, and try to commit to it because obviously lighting is a little bit different every day, but that's kind of how I go with things. And then I kind of update this every single day. Right now I'm showing you calendar of May because there's some secret projects I'm working on. I'm sure you kind of saw a little bit of it, but I wanted to kind of show you kind of how it's like when it's done. So this is everything that's done, but this is kind of my calendar from last month. I love how you can see everything at a glance. You can see the different platforms that I'm using. On this left side over here, I have different project folders. So I have my gifted collab version. I have a YouTube. So if I want to see all my YouTube stuff and I don't want all the other clutter stuff there, I can actually just focus on my YouTube stuff. And then I have my paid collabs also, so I can kind of keep track of different things. And it's good to see if I have multiple paid collabs that month, I can also schedule it properly because you don't want to be doing a paid collab every day kind of thing. So that way I can schedule for different weeks if there's something like that on a busy month. But last month wasn't too busy, so this is why I only have a one. But that's kind of the breakdown, and then we go back to Life with Holly. It just shows everything and all the stuff that I'm working on. But yeah, I love this so much. I also love how you can show your feed. I need to reconnect my Instagram so you can't see, but I can also see how my feed will look if I have it scheduled in here. I don't have to use another app for that. I also have analytics, which tells you right here that I need to relink my Instagram, but you can also look at some analytics in here, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so there are so many different ways that you can view content and stuff like that, and I've been loving it a lot. I also use this for Point Hunt with the marketing girl that we have recently. I can show you a little bit of that. So this is how it looks. But if you're interested in checking Rella out and you're ready to invest, especially if you do multiple posts a week, I definitely recommend this to keep track of all your stuff. I'll make sure to link it in the description down below for you to check out. You will absolutely love it. That's something you want to invest in. And yeah, that is how I do my content workflow. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that. But let's get into a little bit of filming and kind of see behind the scenes on that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my kind of mini planning session and my filming session. That's basically what I do most of the time during the week. And then if I do have some other times, I can do admin work, clean up the space. But with a baby, it's kind of hard nowadays. But that's mainly what a lot of the content stuff I do. Hope you enjoyed a little behind the scenes on that. So if you do want to see a content workflow, like a very full video on that, let me know in the comments. And let's chat about this office space. I haven't chat anything about it. You just see it here and there, and yeah. So I explained in one of my last videos why I decided to switch the space. I'll make sure to link that up in the cards up above and down below for you to check out. But mainly I want to share what I actually did for this home office. First thing you see is probably in my background. This is actually the closet that we took out the doors and we ended up creating a little organizational space where I can also showcase my favorite things, which is keyboards. I originally had a plan for something similar like this in my original office, but at the time I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for the cabinets here. I actually wanted like more customizable cabinets that you can put and then have my own integrated wood top on top. But I ended up thinking if I ever wanted to move out or if I ever had a different type of office or something, then I wasn't able to change it back into an official closet. So I actually pulled a bullet and I found these really cool, beautiful, fluted kind of like cabinet things. And then it fits pretty perfect in there. There's a little bit of gap at the end, but you don't really see it too much unless you look really close into it. And it turned out really, really pretty and really, really nice. If you want to see more, make sure to follow me because I'll do a full home office tour for you guys in a month or two because I have some finishing touches that I need to do. I'm pretty much done after that. And I can't wait to share the full tour with you guys. So make sure you're subscribed. But I'll make sure to link this if you're interested down below and have a little bit of behind the scenes that you can check out. That was one of the biggest projects that I did and the first thing that I did before moving in here. I wasn't able to film the whole thing because I did have a lot of baby stuff in here, and then we had to kind of like slowly move things around. I didn't start the room by scratch, so that's why it was really hard to kind of do a full home office makeover video. So that's why I'm sharing the details now. Another spot is actually right beside there. In my old office, it actually was the utility closet from the outside, but now that this office doesn't have that, there's a little extra nook on the side, and I decided to use that for my electronics section. I got this IKEA floating kind of shelf that I put there, and I'm going to put all my electronics in there, and also I can charge all my stuff. It's just kind of have its own like electronic corner there. It's not fully done yet. That's one of the things that I'm still working on. I wanted some cute little wall shelves or like something to display some stuff or just to make it functional. So I'm still figuring that out, but it looks super good so far. I have hidden cords inside the cabinet, and basically it just looks really, really cool to have all my electronics all in one area instead of just all over the place, because that's what I had it before. So excited for that one. And last but not least, I took back my two Grove Made wall shelves and I actually put them back together. I originally had my desk setup where I had two shelves together. I ended up splitting into one on each side of the room, and then now we're back together. It looks super good in my new desk setup now, and I love, love, love it so much. The wall shelves are a little higher than I wanted it, but it's already done, so I'm just gonna live with it. But it looks really good, especially when it's up and standing. It looks even better. So those were the top three things that I did. And then other than that, I did have two chairs that I used to combine into a sofa. I now have one in my room and one in the baby's room, so the baby can have her own little chair that she can use, and I have some space that I'm going to put a coffee table there. And yeah, so we switched things up a little bit. Mainly the new thing is the cabinet here, which is the closet area and electronics area, so that's super fun. And yeah, I can't wait to do a full tour with you. So make sure you subscribe to see that in a month or two. I think I'll be done within the next month, and then I will film it and share that. So now we're in the other side of the room, and this is what I have the sofa, so now it's only one instead of two, so now I have space to kind of have a coffee table here, and that is something that I'm excited to grab. I have one coming right now. Other than that, I have my cabinet that I had before also still back here. I made a little coffee nook in here just in case I want to do something quick inside here. I have some new matcha stuff and stuff like that. We also found some time to install some new lights. We have Govee lights here. The old lights are all stayed in the baby's room because first the strip lights can't really go anywhere because they're already taped onto the baseboard, and the curtain lights I didn't want to move either because I got some new curtain lights anyways, so I decided to just start from scratch here. So one of the cool things I have are these skylights from Govee. This is actually, I think, a new product, so super cool. It kind of just goes across your room and then the light kind of shines up to the ceiling, so it's nice to have some more lights on top, which I've been wanting for a while now. I also installed some new strip lights, so now both rooms have strip lights, which is super cool. And there's that, and then last but not least, we do have a cute little table lamp that I'll show another day because it is a new product from Govee and I can't share it quite yet. But so far everything has been looking good. I've been enjoying the space for almost a month now, if I want to say, and I love it. It's a lot different. It's a lot more spacious in my opinion, especially now that the closet is more open space, so it looks a lot bigger. And it feels really nice. I left a little bit of stuff in the baby's room, for example, like a plant stand I had, and she can have it, and it looks really good in her room too. That's pretty much it for my Creator Diaries vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I just wanted to give you a quick update on basically creator life, which is super fun, and I'm super excited to see what's to come for the rest of the year. I decided to be in this room and grow into it. It just feels a lot better than before. I feel like before was a little bit too crowded. It felt like a nursery too, because we were in there for a full 2 months nursing the baby in there because her room wasn't ready yet and she was sleeping in our room. So it's nice to feel like I switched into a new space and I get to kind of create it the way I've always wanted to, and I'm excited to share the full home office tour in the next month or two, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, let me know in the comments what other things you want to see me do as a creator. I would love to shoot content for you guys, whether it's going out for cafes, just having fun, meeting some creator friends and stuff like that. I would love to do something like that too, so let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyles on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!